big effect for them. And then it felt right at the end, right at the tail end of the game, Boss were the ones in the uphill battle, and it just became too much for them. So maybe a fresh start here, you know, could do them some good, regardless of the map. I think they will feel confident enough that they can match up, that they can find the fights. We felt individually Big would just be the better team, but that really wasn't the case. You know, there were a couple of people on the Big side of things that were missing.
Well, what is the play to start things off? Because for Boss, it goes without saying, we'd love to see them kickstart a Vertigo with a round under their belt. Opponent getting active here, and he might just gonna chance, tap it away, and find the kill. Tabson gonna get caught. And given the luxury of a reload, wish he gets more kills. Why have they let him reload? Don't let Pwn alone, keep firing. So far, it's on all cylinders. Might get another, and Pwn alone gonna walk away for 4K to start off the round. Why did they let him reload? Never should have happened. Boss gonna get the first.
It's tough. I think he was covered is the problem. They maybe did, though, like you say, just have to fight the instincts a little bit, rush in and isolate that one frag. But yeah, I think you definitely had FaNg at the top end of ramp holding Pwn Alone's position. So just a nice setup, really, for Boss.
Yeah.
Big walking straight into it. Lovely, lovely confident start. An eco out for the T side of things. They've got a Deagle in the mixture. That is all. And a worm, a centipede, a conga. Either way, it's not going so well. Easy pickups in the end. Tabson good on that Glock. But Boss moving up to 2.
Yeah, that's easy. Nice and simple. Boss not expecting really all too much from Big in that one, so we'll mow him down. Of course, going to come through for Big now. AK's in play and all the rest. We do need to see a good response. They can't allow it to be basically the same as how Ancient started, where it's Big playing catch-up until, it was 9-0 when they finally were able to really kind of tie things up in their favor and make a little run, right? We can't let it go that late. Process. Start to make a move, a triple boost. Let's see Cryptic go up here. Very good angle to hold. It is clear quite often, but if you can get one and fall away, that'll be good.
Very quiet round here as Big are just sending the feelers out. Bit towards mid, bit towards ramp, but no heavy commits anywhere just yet. Flash comes in, Process, he's not seeing anything. Ain't no way they be predicting the triple stack. Ain't no way. But is anyone going to walk into the crosshair of Cryptic here is, the big question. There's Process, spotted, finished off. And a good find for Boss.
One player. Playing out here in fire. Short, the flash is good. My God, Tabson was so low, and Krimbo gonna be caught by the nade. Smoke gonna come down. FaNg going up on high, and it's a flawless round from Boss. That's beautifully played. Really nicely done. You know, triple boost, like you said, doesn't get cleared by Process, and then one by one they isolate the fights, but it's the supporting utility that does it all. Flash comes over, Tabson's down, the nade finds Krimbo. Everything slots into place.
Looking good. Again, a strong start for Boss here. There's Big taking their time to get going. We'll be on the half by fair bit of utility to go. Flash over in towards mid. Again, though, very quiet from Big. You'd expect on a half by like this, they might pick up the pace in the early stage, but I suppose aggressive towards middle. No one around here at the moment. All the util coming in. It's going to be a burst out on towards B. Unexpected here. Oh, Process can't find that first kill. Tabson does trade it out. Freshie doesn't know where to look. There's another man in a bridge, but he jumps over his head. Oh, how's Freshie gotten away with that? MP9 retrieved here for Searson, but 4 to get through. Money's good. Round, however, lost.
Oh, wow. Yeah, a bit of a chaotic one. We'll go with that. Nearly a couple of hiccups, but in the end, it is a round taken, and a round in which Boss can be happy with not too many casualties, only a couple, right? So, a little while there. I think Freshie was probably as surprised as we were. Yeah, all in all, not bad. 4-round start. You absolutely are going to take that every day of the week. For Boss is exactly a similar sort of start that we saw, right? Kind of in towards that first map where they're really starting to get going. We do have a tech pause. Not too sure who. Everyone's headphones off. Don't see any referees around. Oh, maybe. No, I tell a lie. Krimbo. Something on his side. Over only a brief moment. And then we get back underway. But yeah, so right now, for Big, I don't think they're going to be too ashamed with a little bit of a breather, to be honest. It is a tech pause. They can't really speak, but these first few rounds have not been the greatest.
It's true. It is true. A slowdown here. Not really what the doctor ordered on this, unfortunately. It seems like, there's not much movement going on. To be honest, maybe we are back in. Bit of chatter. But yeah, a rough start in. Again, Boss playing super confidently, though. They've got a lot of cheesy, I think it is safe to say, little tactics in places. Bit lucky in the previous, to be fair. It felt like B was actually going to get collapsed upon, but don't know what happened. Freshie should have been traded. There was the CT that had rotated in, so he probably would have been dealt with anyway. I don't know. Conjecture. Yeah. Not really what we're after here. We are after good, hard, solid absolutes, I believe.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes.
Also a great quote that I don't think many people outside of the UK would even understand, but brilliant.
It just kind of makes sense even on itself. You don't necessarily need it in the context.
Yeah. Do you know I know that guy as well?
No way.
Yeah, I met him. Yeah, I met him a bunch of times, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Liverpool games. The king.
Fair enough. I suppose he probably
maybes. I do absolutes.
A little famous. I'll say the next bit.
No, I won't. ESL Pro League would probably be the best place to say it, but I don't. No context, right? Unless Taps and starts farming, and then I'll bring it out and say he's the best player in the world. With a tacky shoe.
Why are you looking at me like that? I'm being serious.
I'm being serious. I don't do if buts or maybes. I do absolutes. Oh, brilliant. Seems like maybe kind of a refresh out of Krimbo. Coming through, and then we go back underway. Good start of a Boss needed. I gotta say, those ESL hand warmers look very good, man. I do, we're not paid to say this, but I do actually really want a pair. If Pro League would like to send me one, that'd be fantastic because they look kind of cool.
It is a banging idea as well.
My house gets kind of cold as well at night. Unless I boot up GTA 5 and then my PC that'll get the room nice and warm. Or a modded Skyrim, that might do it as well.
That is gamer logic, mate. The min-max.
The min-max.
You build min-max.
It's probably more expensive with the PC, but...
Maybe. I don't know, man. It depends on how hot your PC gets. We could probably science it. We could probably figure it out.
Yeah.
Those electric heater things are quite expensive, so...
Oh, are they? Oh, I got one of those.
Yeah, they can be. Per minute or whatever.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, good thing I didn't really need to use it this winter. It wasn't really that cold, it felt.
It's true. We've done all right.
Yeah, global warming.
We are still in winter, it feels like, Today's good.
Yeah, today was nice.
The weather is...
Yeah.
It's nearly May. I've only seen the sun about 5 times this year.
We also live in England, though. That's kind of standard. If we were in Malta, it'd be different. Actually, let me look. Temperature in Malta. I bet it's a balmy 20. Malta temperature. 23 and sunny, man. Ooh. You lucky.
You know what happens though? Once it gets to 25 degrees in this country, everyone will complain all year round. And then it gets 25 degrees and everyone will be like, it's too warm.
Oh, yeah, but when it gets 25 degrees, you get to have a barbecue like that.
You do get to have a barbecue. Yeah. Hopefully not up a crane. But
speak for yourself. The view would be kind of incredible. 51 floors plus another 20 floors worth of craneage.
Green barbecue.
Yeah. Your food will get cold so quickly though up there. Probably the winds. But hey man, that'd be a good story. That's a great Instagram picture. I've ever seen it. the way. Back out the way. 1 for 1. Tabson will find FaNg with a molly. Ponelo delivering with a lovely shot. He'll then be met with a Molotov of his own, but still alive here and still actually doing quite well to keep his position, but Cryptic, as he gets caught, Ponelo now in a lot of trouble. Yeah, and he was just diving between the two angles. He had no idea. This has to be the first round of the big, surely. 2 versus 3. JDC and Searson are taking a lot of damage.
Oh, Searson going to get spammed down. JDC next to join him. It has swung back pretty quickly in favor of Boss. Big's best look for quite some time. Krimbo. Can he clutch it? Gonna get checked. Finds the first. Dinked out, though. Runs away from Freshie for now. Freshie gets that Molotov down to try and draw him into a different position. Tap onto the bomb. Kit available. Krimbo ain't taking it, though. So now Freshie, I suppose, just going to go in for the hold. Flash comes in. Spam is there. And Krimbo converts. We've not seen him in many clutch situations this series, but first one he's in, he finds success, of course.
For me, I said this when he first started coming towards this team, but absolutely, I think it's one of the best clutches that we've got in, you know, tier 1.5 upwards. This guy is so reliable. I'm not really too sure if it's out there somewhere, the clutch stats, but he's got to be high up there. This guy is so reliable. 1v2s, 1v1s, time and time again, finds his moment. Brilliant player. That's so well played as well. Tap on towards the bomb, does not fall for the fake, and goes back towards the Molotov, right? Every day of the week. That is, you know, it's a risky play, but for him, in his mind, it's perfect. And of course it was. It's brilliant. Double stack here. Tabson and Krimbo, though, going to be tested. Do they clear Freshie? Yes, brilliantly. Oh, beautiful. Goodbye, as both find kills. That is a brilliant mid-take.
Really good response out from Big as they find themselves a winnable position here. Shadow spotted. Easy for Searson. So just 2 left now on the boss side of things. Ponelone will make himself known. FaNg dealt with quickly. And I think that will be the round seen off.
I think you're right. I don't think we're going to see too much here at the tail end. Flash does Tabson. Second one to come round as well, but yeah, Ponelone just going to keep hold of that AWP. He's back over towards spawn. So that'll be that. Big up to a second. Good round. Really good round. Started off, of course, really well with Krimbo and Tabson finding entries through mid, but it's Searson's AWP that does really the bulk of the work to give them the sight. Ponelone will hold. Probably gets given the luxury of the exit, but Krimbo should spot him. Krimbo should spot him. Look right. Yeah, he does. I'm going to say, I think somebody else probably commed it on the minimap because he doesn't double back in time. But yeah, spots up Ponelone. He was posted for a push down via ramp, and that cost him his life. Unfortunate, nothing saved and nothing gained for Boss in that one, bar a couple of kills. Which, I mean, at this point, isn't really good enough. So they're going to call for a pause. I don't really blame them, right? They're realizing that Big are starting to get back into this game just a little bit. Of course, on the other side, God beat. To the notebook, what has he spotted? What's he seeing? Him and Tabson having a conversation here. They know they're in a good little streak. They're 2 rounds in a row, very important.
Straight back in as Big will look to capitalize, and they should be able to capitalize quite easily, you would assume. Just not much available here. For the side of Boss. Early smoke towards B coming in. It's a bit cheeky. This is always something that Big have got as well in their back pocket. Maps that they've been working on, you know they're finding little tiny bits about the game that other players, other teams have maybe not even seen before. Always very original on this Big side since they started, to be honest. 8 goes in, minimal damage. They have to be careful with the B hit. It is more of a stack. However, with Krimbo coming from middle, you feel they should have the pincer they need. Alone, all alone.
Krimbo, nice find. Sees it off, nice and easy. Flawless round. Boss can't find anything there. Now, once again, B now, bit by bit, starting to get in towards this game in a really solid fashion. making that one pretty easy. And of course, flawless about the casualties is good. Long-term economy and all the rest. We see have a fairly decent amount built up. Krimbo 3 kills to his name that round. Buy back in though for Boss. Up for Cryptic. And falls across the, or Cryptic all for Podaloma, I say. And falls across the board, and Darty taking a little bit of a hit with the old famous process. Going to play in and around that Molotov. It does double away off the back of the tick.
JDC and Krimbo going to make a move in at middle on the boost. Nothing spotted, but Freshie might be on the way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's not taking it aggressively. Question of timing. Question of timing. Krimbo is ready. Still somehow loses the fight. Freshie gets the best of him quite cleanly, to be honest, considering that Krimbo was set up for that. Also set up on the A site itself. Yep, straight into the double peak. JDC in behind, causing chaos. It is all over right now. Where is JDC going? They don't have a read on him at all. He could be anywhere right now, and that's exactly what he's trying to play around. Cryptic spotted him. They've got a better idea to try and deal with this man in behind enemy lines.
Shot. Coming through as JDC falls. Arceus and hoping for a fight here. Might be given it as the smoke fades. FaNg's back, spotted. He lines up the shot. No trade either. One in through headshot. Tabs are making a creep. Tab, stick. Yeah, he'll stick it. Swing. Searson finds one. Traded out. Tabs and thrust into 1v2, and he isn't even given the luxury of pulling his gun out. As Boss bite back and find their fifth. Not allowing Big to tie up this game just yet, but they're pretty damn close, man. Already. Starting to knock on the door or putting the pressure on the Americans. Good work. Cryptic with a double. Still continuing his pretty good form, right? I mean, he had an incredible map number one. I think I saw he had something like a 2.11 impact rating, which is just bonkers. And a 1.75 HLTV rating overall. But it is, so far, still far from over as Big. Like we said, plenty of long-term funds. They can buy back in, no issues.
Oh, Darty deleted. Great find from JDC. Not the way the Boss wanted to kick things off here. Tabson flashed in. Nearly the double. They're sticking around for more fights, though. Process going to get that 4v2. Looking good. Locked in once again for Big.
Heard alone. Posted. Gonna come down, Molotov towards headshot. Let's take a pop shot. Doesn't find it, and there's a lurk play by JDC, which actually gets a lot of mileage. And he gets caught, but of course, in doing so, he'll know that, you know, they'll know at the very most there was only one towards that A side, so they know they can just walk up, drop the smokes, and play the round out like that. That'll be big. Gonna find their fourth. In a weird way, JDC's death was kind of like a good thing. To give them information about what the clearances they had towards site was. Well, yeah, all in all, no complaints. Big making it a one-round game once again. Pressure being felt in. I don't really know what the buy is going to be looking like for Boss heading in towards the next, because there is a temptation here to try and force around that kind of save door to save the AK and sort of try and make do with it. I don't really know how much you can bring to the table. If you have 3 alive, yeah, it can work. Anything less is, it's a little unfortunate. So yeah, they might try and buy around it and try and force to reset the econ, or they can go for a full save and hopefully something like that works out for them. But yeah, I don't know. This is a weird one. I think Boss, they know they're in a bit of a precarious spot. Especially if they lose this round as well. Big not only tying the game up, but should be able to walk away with a lead. So yeah, they are going to go for the force around what was saved. An M4 scooped up by FaNg. P9 by Cryptic and just a 5-7 for Darty. That'll be all they've got here.
JDC leading the charge. Looks good from here. They've done well against the anti-ecos. Ooh, so far, a little on top of each other. That allows the AK in. Nearly gets 2. However, with him going down, it will be a save out from the rest of Boss. Big have closed this gap pretty quickly. Maybe a timeout for Boss, try and get something going towards the end of the half, or just save it into the next. What do you reckon?
I wouldn't mind actually a timeout. Maybe to just try and make sure that you don't allow Big to pull away. If they get a 7-5, right, that's actually a very good T side as Vertigo goes. I wouldn't mind a conversation I'd have asked. If FaNg can stay alive, that'd be good. And he will. Look at his kill. He dropped a smoke as well, so that should, I'm gonna say should assure you stay alive here, but Krimbo spotted him through the stairs. Oh, but FaNg will see him off, so that is the fortunate thing about that. Krimbo doesn't really mind going down. It's actually worthwhile going for the hunt. They've got plenty of money. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a conversation out from Boss, but it looks like they're just going to continue to let this go and hope they can try and bring it back in their favor. It's a real big ask, though, because they're going to be in this consistent sort of uncomfortable position due to their finances. They've got loss bonus built up a little bit, yes, but I mean, look at it again, right? They're force buying back in, bring another rifle to play on the back of Darty, and it's an MP9 and a FAMAS, so they're not getting these premium rifles out, and this is what is going to really feel like it lets them down. You know, Cryptic only wielding a FAMAS, somebody who's been so important this series, not getting the bulk of the firepower.
All the utility raining on in, and Boss not really putting up a line of defense just yet. Trying to keep that gap control. The flash comes round for Process to work with. Nearly a double for him. JDC in from behind. Oh my god, it's so messy. MP9 with a big kill. Maybe keeping them alive here. Bomb not being planted. In fact, potentially pulling away. Darty is ready to go with the molly. He finds good timing. He could deny it away, but Big, they've put the brakes on. Now double pumping back in with their last smoke.
Searson should get an opportunity here as that smoke starts to fade. 3v3, and he's the one leading the charge here with the bomb on his back. And they've called for a bit of a pump with the brakes. One spotted. Tabson knows he can't go up. But at least get a plant out. They should know no one's playing headshot just because of that position. Molotov comes down, but the AWP gets out. So already something to work with. The Searson holds and finds and looks for more. Searson isolating, delivering, and dropping as Darty will fall. And Poet alone is all that's left, and he is out of there. Cannot afford to stick around. Cannot afford to lose his AWP heading into what is the final round of the half. And Big are going to guarantee at the bare minimum a tied game out from their T side. And just to remember, you know, it was 4-0 to Boss at one point. And ever since then, it's slipped.
Yeah, it's tough. It is very, very tough. Similar to the Ancient, but maybe not as much in the locker for Boss, I suppose. That one comes close. I think they do get a bit unlucky there, but just caught off Big, able to recalculate, revisit quite successfully. Still a buy in this. You have to give credit to Boss. They've worked the economy relatively well to continue getting decent looking buys. This is a bit rough for sure with all the FAMASs, but overall they have kept the defense in terms of the weaponry looking good.
Oh, okie dokie. Pony learned an opportunity. The fact that it already falls is not good. Process trying to sneak the smoke here. Oh my god, it's so scrappy, but fine. He will get the kill. Instantaneously traded out, though, by Searson. Towson might have had a gap in behind, but he's the one who gets caught.
"3v3. Where in the heck is the bomb going? Krimbo. Where could he be? Is he going to get a catch here as well? He's playing things quite patiently. I think he should be able to cut off a rotation. Yep, 1, 2 here. Indeed, secured. Maybe even the third. Nah, he's denied that, but done enough, and there's just confusion everywhere. Darty, though, clean find onto JDC with his newfound AK. It's all up to Searson. Big 1v1 if Darty can pull this off. Molly goes down. Plant will come round from Searson. He's confident enough for it. It's Not really planted for anything, though. Darty will move in slowly here, try and close this gap and land another clean heady. Searson holding, waiting patiently. Darty gets ever closer to this angle. Is he going to be ready for Searson round the corner? But Searson comes off of it. Smoke onto the bomb. And the AWP is going to struggle here, I'll tell you that much for free. He's going in for the hold. Nade comes down. Searson to try and spot him. He's hidden away, though, behind double, and he just goes back in for the defuse. But the Deagle, of course, gets it done. And look at that big 7-5. They get themselves 7 in 8 rounds. Super, super clean there into the second half of that first half. Speaking of second halves, we've got another one coming up. We'll see you in a few.
Life without reason is no life at all. We are taking over. We can change it all. 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 Hey, hey. We can change it all. We can change it all. Hey, hey. We can change it all. We can change it all. This is the moment chosen for the game. Live for the glory. Dr. Katie to make it run with
Big bouncing back once again. A fantastic showing in that first half as they find themselves a really, really tight run. Getting a 7-5. Still not the most colourful of scorelines, but when the rifles came out, once they got going, they were pretty unstoppable, to be honest. Boss have had a game plan at the start of every single half of the game thus far, and they've done very, very well to gain leads. It's just holding on to them that they struggle with. Maybe they can do that again here on the T side. A quick bit of damage onto Searson. Looks to be a B execute here now. They're charging in, nearly catching them off. Searson, though, confident. Round the corner. We'll just get, tapped away. Easy peasy for Pone alone. Need a few more of those, though. Darty keeping them away from the bomb site, allowing the bomb to go down. They've got that flank coming in on the big side of things, but Freshie is ready for it. Quick headshot. Leaves Krimbo and Process with a monumental task here. Krimbo up for one. Kit is available, so time not really a factor, but it's just finding the numbers. Clean from Process, but it ain't enough.
Boss answer back right there, and they absolutely needed to find that pistol. I feel like if they don't, it could already start to spell maybe the beginning of the end. It's important. That's going to give them now a chance, an opportunity to get back in towards this game. They should have the force coming through. They should have a little bit of that control, right? But I don't really expect the force on a big here, and yeah, they won't. So Boss going to get free reign into round number 14. Do you see? Few Galils, 1 AK, 1 Mac 10. There shouldn't be too much of an issue. Big going to try and gamble through A here and hope they can maybe isolate a couple of fights, but I don't really think they're going to find all that much. Pretty tempered being played here. FaNg actually already got quite an advanced position, in all fairness. That's a little look ramp. He should be able to get a couple of freebies. Now the contact he made especially. Well, here's one. Should have had the other dropping as well. Galil picked up. Process. Nearly making something of it, but it won't be the case. Only the one casualty. Nice and simple. That pistol put to bed. We are all tied square. Boss absolutely needed, and now it's about, can they chain this on the gun rounds? Can they start to make this work when it matters most? Because that's where big about the majority of success. It's all well and good finding the pistols, finding the force, but the gun rounds so far this map have only really been one way.
It's true, unfortunately, but we'll see. Boss may well be able to rewrite the script. Sisson. Oh my god, he's so blind. They'll trade it out. It's all on Process, though, from behind here. He goes untraded. 2 for 2. Any more coming in? They're gagging. They're after the fights. It's Boss that win them. Big, big find from Darty.
It's huge, right? He's giving them a chance now. 3 versus 2. Absolutely doable. And the fact that Big are spread thin, JDC and Krimbo, one playing through A, one playing through B respectively, gives them a chance. But JDC going to reclaim the space that Process once had. It's a very strong position too. And considering Process died here not even that long ago, they might potentially overlook it. JDC making a move. He might overextend though. He's getting fidgety. He wants to look for fights and then they might come. But yeah, just did not need to go for that peek. He overextends. He's looking for info. And I guess he hoped he could catch a little bit of timing, but he doesn't. And he puts Krimbo in a 1v3. And there is a question, does Krimbo even want to give this a go?
Seems like he might, to be fair. Getting quite close to the action. But as the bomb goes down, I think he knows, yeah, his kind of element of surprise and stopping them from getting into post plants, etc. just ain't going to happen. So an anticlimactic finish into this one, but Boss at the very least will find that first rifle. Again, a great start. But can they keep it up? Third map on the horizon. Big. They well want to revisit their plans here. I think they were expecting the CT side to start well. Krimbo. Oh, he's going to be very cheeky here with the nade. Is it enough? Trying to spam away. They're not quite close enough to the edge, and they'll survive quite cleanly there. All the same. Lead for Boss. It's slim, but it exists.
It does. It does. Bit by bit, chance by chance, we're starting to see Boss open up a little bit on the T side. And actually, the T side is where Boss did their best work on Ancient, so it shouldn't come as too much of a surprise. Big did look a little lackluster on the CT side, only getting 4 rounds. Of course, same for Boss in map number 1. So at the moment, at the very least, timeout called by Boss, but I don't think they're under all that much pressure. It's quite a decent spot they find themselves in. Cryptic FaNg and Axe all getting into the conversation here, but I think for them, it's just about figuring out what they do next and how they continue this sort of momentum in their favor. And FaNg, of course, someone who you can lean on. Quite a lot of experience, played obviously Complexity for quite a while. And RG for a little bit as well. Played under a variety of IGLs. Only 21 years of age, got a lot of experience under his belt from the North American scene. A lead for Boss, one in which they should be able to double down on here, considering it's only one rifle that Big have to wield.
Krimbo. Slow encroachment in here. Process spotting out, but can't see anything. It's a slow moving round for Boss. Starving information. Working their way in a bit later after that initial utility. More of it here on B. It seems like we will get a B finish from the T side. That is away from the rifle. They would be correct. Krimbo, though, he's found FaNg. Oh, they're going to be spotted. JDC tried to stay alive. Not going to happen for him. Decent nade comes over the top, though, Neo. Could be problematic. Have to be very careful. Another smoke to keep them at bay. They're really trying to corral them in towards the A side of things.
God.
Another nade as well. Tabson. Easy find for him on the P250. You're joking? It's Freshy from mid that I'm keeping my eyes on.
There's an AK. Tabson could pick up an AK, and he has. Trades coming through. Numbers. Good. Oh my God. Even better. Pwn alone. All that's left. In a 1v3, and surely they don't give him the chance to isolate. He might even just be saving 20 seconds. I think he's probably just going to get out of there. Big are going to convert an eco. One rifle and a few upgraded pistols. And barely even armor. Across the board. I mean, Searson doesn't have any. I don't think JDC did either. What a round. What a round for Big to answer back. And it will be them tying this one up. And of course, no money really. Bar in the back pockets of kind of Darty and Freshy who are going to have to drop across. They haven't got any long-term econ now built up on that C side. So really important. Huge round to be taken.
Yeah. So cool. So cool from Big, though. It's one of those things, again, where that will be calculated. That will be worked out by this team. You know, a B play. They got 3 players in, smokes and the nades, finding timing with them, finding damage, chipping them away, and just actually, even only with pistols, taking control of the round. And therefore the engagements that come a bit later. So just really smart and well calculated on a low buy like that. JDC up close. Could be devastating here. They're not pushing round just yet. Freshy, though, will slowly make his way in. JDC, good for one. Cryptic ready for him and wins the fight. Well played by Cryptic, to be fair. Knows that the off angle can be tough to beat. Pwn alone, meanwhile, wrestles for this man advantage. Dodges, ducks, weaves the bullets. Darty going to go down on the other side. This is very back and forth. A very different round to our last rifle that was a bit slower going. This one is 50-50 heavy. Scrap City right now.
If FaNg fades the smoke, I love this play. Not often you do, but a couple of players do like to just try and take the gamble. And FaNg might be able to do so. Clearing back right of that ramp. Man, I check him. It doesn't matter because back white, Krimbo surely has got to find the kill there, but he doesn't somehow, some way. And FaNg is stuck in behind. Down goes Krimbo. The nade will trade. But look, a freebie for FaNg. And now they can double back towards the A side. I mean, individually, might have given them a chance here. As Tabson again thrust into a clutch.
Tabson. Can't get it done this time. Denied away. Oh my God, we're so back and forth. The third map. Feels like it's written in the stars a little bit here as it just continues bouncing between these two teams. Consistency. We talk about it so often, but it is incredibly important, particularly for a CT side.
Yeah, so not bad, right? I mean, at the very least, for Boss, that's a very important time to find it. And it all comes off the back of FaNg. Brilliant work. The back and forth to beast there is great. Of course, not the worst in the world. Oh my God, Krimbo, that's so quick. Freshy, so blind, and no idea what hit him. That's a rifle to scoop over if they want it. And they should go looking for it. It's a worthwhile pickup. Oh my God.
FaNg dealt with quickly. He tried to be the responsive player, but denied away. It's Cryptic. Oh, he's also dealt with so very fast. Orb shows itself. Pwn alone trying to be a bit of a hero here. Spots the back end of a player. But spam down. Spam down. It's all onto Darty. And Big looking set to steal another low buy round, man. It is ridiculous. Darty is now known about. They've got the bomb in sight, especially now that the smokes have gone down. So CT side got the run of the mill here. It's just all on how Darty approaches it.
Also going to be kicking themselves 2 rounds now that we've had in this second half where they've lost, or at least at the moment, lost against sort of low buys, right? 1 save rifle and that kind of vibe. Darty spotted. A known quantity. They don't need to face him that much, to be perfectly honest. He doesn't even have the bomb, so the biggest risk here. Darty making a move, trying to wrap in through CT, but he's being flanked and Tabson will see it off. Honestly, a huge round again being taken here. And another low buy converted for Big. Boss, they've got to be kicking themselves. And they look back at the demo or the VOD or anything of the same. That's the sort of mistake that they're going to look back and say, this is why we lost this map. They've actually been quite competitive here towards Vertigo. And they've given themselves good opportunities, even in the second half. But it's those 2 rounds already, which feels like it could be the one that just completely breaks them. Look now at the T side, no bomb plant, no round means that they don't really have the funds to facilitate investment. So they're going to have to low buy themselves here. At the very most, hero AK out of FaNg, and that'll basically be about it. It's a real tough spot, man. That can be really kind of mentally sort of deteriorating.
Never easy, bro. Never easy. And these are the moments, you know, these are the types of games that really do test you as a professional player. All right, let's see. Boss on a full spend here, Neo. Very risky. 9-9. You lose this, it goes up to 10. Then you got an eco, that's 11. And you got so much pressure on the follow-up. But they have just taken a timeout. They've clearly got a game plan. They have a move. Smoke comes down, looking set to burst forwards. Freshy with the flashes. Krimbo turning away, but he dies doing so. And a super effective overwhelm. Might even just be a save for Big, to be honest. That is incredibly quick. No damage taken. Bomb going down. Nobody around. You know, it's just the worst scenario for Big. And they are indeed going to hold their weapons.
And in the same way, that Big won a couple of low buy rounds. Boss say, well, you can do it. So can we. Great work. Tech9's getting nice and active. That's 2 AKs scooped back up, and they are more than happy with that. JDC and Krimbo just get absolutely clotheslined on the B site. So yeah, beautiful work. Will be a save call basically off the rip. They know they can't afford to lose anything, really. Opponent alone goes looking. He will fall. I don't think anything more will come of this at the tail end. Boss want to keep hold of what they've got. Sort of big. So Boss again find the lead back in their favor. That's a really good round. Real confident one to call as well, right? Let's go for a B-pop. Let's get the Tech9s active. And my God, do they. Cryptic leading from the front there in a beautiful fashion. And Big just couldn't deal with the flashes. They couldn't deal with the pace. A Molotov towards stairs might have helped, but I don't think it really would have slowed them down by any means. They were dead set on flying on towards the site, and that's exactly what they do. 9 to 10. Lead for Boss. They are getting closer to making this a third mapper.
Certainly looks that way. Quick 1-for-1 in towards the top end. Searsing going to melt. Smoke goes down. Kills rolling back in as Tabson appears. Boss have to recover things. The molly doesn't quite reach them, but it forces a fight out anyway. It's fast. These guys are really getting tired. Boss trying to brute force their way through the past few rounds. It's worked there on B, not working here. Did it even up once again there?
There's 2 versus 4, right? For Darty and Fresh, he's a big ask, and Big, they're so well composed. They're not going to give them anything. They don't need to. They have got the bomb, yes, but it's flanked on a timer, and it should get a good amount of mileage. Krimbo going to go have a look himself, and he's not spotting anything. Orb picks up to work with, spots both. That's it. That's all the information he needs. Molotov aptly timed. Should even be able to get a fight here if he really wants to as well. Missed. Otter will come over to catch him. He's forced away, but like we said, this rotate on a timer and should get the flank coming through. Spam will find Searson, but no bomb plant. Not happening here. Not on JDC's watch. And again is Big answering back, cracking in towards double digits, starting to deliver on their promises of this map. Boss again left reeling a little bit, and no bomb plant again going to really hurt the side. So close but no cigar. And at this late stage of this map, it's one of the series, I guess, as well. It's just not good enough.
All right, the force back in for Boss. What have they got planned for us this time? The execute look pretty good. Big say, yeah, we're ready. We're ready. They send 3 over there, 2 down the stairs. And the setup looks good. Yeah, it's well predicted as well that it would likely be another attempt at B. They keep them at bay. The nade leaves Cryptic with a single health point. No kills just yet, but I think Big have definitely laid down the law and said, yo, no entry onto this B bomb site.
1 HP for Cryptic. Opponent alone tagged up as well, both very vulnerable. Especially to the M4A1S. On top headshot on the card, same with Darty as well. The fact that, I mean, more than half of them don't even have head armor. Showing how uncomfortable of a spot they're in. They're going to group behind the smoke. Molotov, the timing, but they will get out. They will get out. The bomb going to be dropped. Back white player also falling off Cryptic. And that probably is around already. I think you might even be tempted to save, to be honest. Especially that AK-47 of FaNg. But he's sticking around to see whether anything comes his way. He was spotted crossing there, and down he will fall. That will be that. Big gonna crack into the 11th, and Boss have nothing in the back pockets. That could be the straw that breaks the camel's back in this one.
It is entirely possible, sir. Freshy on a contact, spotted out now. 10 seconds, he might as well take the AK out, right? I don't think they're going to hunt too hard. There's no need to do so, but ultimately not going to find anything in this round on the Boss side of things. It's tough. It is very tough. They've played a great game. There is still life left in this. Do not get me wrong, but it feels like Big are in winning position. Vibes are good. Not played their best Counter-Strike, I think it is safe to say today, but indeed, they have shown great flashes. A very, very weird end to this one, for sure. You know, super, super back and forth. Might not be over just yet, though. Oh, there's a bit of investment happening. Interesting. FaNg on the Tech 9. AK fully spends. A little weird, but they're going to try and make something happen here. Freshy up on the boost. I think the jump and the land may be heard by Searson, and he finds the AK.
That opener already Big, looking like map series in their favor, and Boss are bit by bit just ever more reeling. I'm going to tend to make a decision of how they're going to find their way back in. But Krimbo finding Darty, starting to deliver. This has already started to fall apart. Cryptic spotted on the jump up, will be tagged down low. But JDC does need to overphase. His head is spotted, so Cryptic knows his angles. And he will be dinked.
FaNg could get the drop here. Krimbo not looking his way. Oh my goodness. They will never meet. No, FaNg is ready for it. Can't get it done though, Krimbo. Spots out some more. Gonna look to try and hide here through the smoke. They'll come, he'll still fall. But all the same, looking good. 20 seconds left for Boss to get anything done. They're gonna dart it up to mid. Try and rush on to B, I would assume. Searson does miss the shot, and he will go down. Got to be a bit careful here, but 2 CTs ready to go. Great position around the corner for Tabson, and he will see them off 12 to 10. No bomb plant means they're really up a creek in this following round. They'll just about be able to get a bye, but won't be the prettiest here.
So what have you got left for us, right, is the kind of the question we hold for the American side. Do you know what? They've made actually a really good competition out of this game, but when it comes down to it, look where they find themselves now. They got Galil for FaNg and Freshie on a Tech 9, and even Utility isn't the cleanest across the board. Big, though. They were in a similar position on Ancient, choked it out and had to do it in overtime. Is it going to be the same once again? That's the question we ask ourselves. Maybe not this time. FaNg going to be caught. Already the opener. And one of the most impactful fraggers so far this map. Couldn't get more important. Critical answer back. Looks for a second and he'll deliver. There's a play happening through mid. Freshie ticks on the molly, but he's getting behind. JDC, surely a dead man walking, and he doesn't even realize. Caught by the Tech 9. That's a free gun. Boss aren't done just yet. They're finding a way back into this.
Well, well, well. Huge moment for them. Big. What kind of a defense can they put up now? It's Searson that we look towards on B alone for now. Krimbo is on the way. Fake smoke towards A. They ain't buying. They ain't biting. If they go A, we're saving. Cryptic, however, may discover that it's clear, and I don't know the boss, with the position that they're in, will want to take the chance on B. Krimbo, he's around. He's looking. He's trying to find a bit of something, and he might get the drop on Cryptic here. He does indeed. He's going to spot nobody else around. Oh no, Searson on the AWP chimes in. 2v2 very, very quickly. Smoke goes down, flashes over the top. Searson just looking to stay alive at this point. They're hunting him down, and he's not ready for it. Freshie gets the drop. Oh my god, how's he still alive? How's Freshie not found that kill? The M4 comes round. It's getting messy out here. Oh, the ammo runs out for Freshie. What is going on? He's on to the Tech 9. Surely 4 HP for Searson, but the time is the big issue. The Julie's come round the corner. Why are you taking the fight? You just hide, man. What is going on? He'll get it in the end, but my god, that is all over. Oh, I can't take it. I can't take it. Searson, why would you ever peek him, my guy? Just wait for the time. Why are you going to stress me out like that? 2-0 in favor of Big. Holy hell.